Hey, it's Dana, your friendly neighborhood wildlife biologist in his name outdoors. Hey, if he can save me, he can save you. A lot of people asking about my doors, why I do my doors the way I do. And I did a lot of research on doors, multi-catch doors, door sizes, blah, blah. And there's a reason I choose that door right there. Well, and this is scientific now. If I take a sheet of plywood, cut it in half, I got two doors. If I take a sheet of plywood, cut it twice, I got three 32-inch wide doors. There you go. There's my science. There's my research. There's years and years of knowledge. Cutting a piece of plywood. I mean, that's it, folks. That's really the truth behind it. I did some research with a close buddy of mine, Matthew, when we were doing door size, because you had heard all about, you've got to have, give you a quick little hint. Using these snap shackles, you get them on Amazon. If you take a little fishing snap swivel like that, you hook that to it like there, that little swivel sometimes will break before that does right there on that snap shackle. So a lot of times I'll use those because that'll break. And if you can't check your traps, just get your little camera. All I carry, and see that camera's pointed straight at that door. Look, all I really care about is if that door's shut. I care less what's in it. I hope there's pigs in it, but if the door's shut, if a raccoon knocks the trigger down, who knows? If the door's shut, I got to go open it. That's it. So if the door's shut, you got to go open it because the shut door is not catching hogs. So let's talk about, and that camera, just set them to go off at 7 a.m. or whenever you feel like it. Or you can monitor pigs coming in. So let's talk about this door. So my close buddy Matthew and I were doing some research, and we were looking at door size. You had all these folks saying you needed a 6-foot wide door. And I talked to Matthew the other day, and he's the one that looked through many thousands of pictures. And people were saying they won't go into those 32-inch wide doors. So we tested pigs on 32-inch wide and 48-inch wide doors. Hence, piece of plywood cut twice or cut 3 times or cut once. And here's what we found out. Pigs don't really care. We never even got it to the 6-foot wide door. People trying to sell you something saying a pig won't go into a 4-foot wide door. Oh, yes, they will. They'll go in just fine. They'll go into a 32-inch wide door. You can make a 32-inch wide door and be just as successful. We just kind of stuck with this. From a welding perspective, you don't waste as much metal. I just deal, that's what my fabricator, that's what he, pretty much said. And just how long the metal is when you cut the sticks. So what Matthew found out is pigs will go into that. They went actually into 32-inch wide more. But he was telling me sometimes you'd have 2 pigs come up, the other 8 are out there, and they'd walk in and walk out. So the door size is just based on cutting a sheet of plywood. It's called saving money, folks. Remember, we're dealing with an oversized dumpster diver, a barn animal here. And that's the reason we use these. Now I use 3/4-inch plywood. And this door's been here a long time. But I use old 3/4-inch plywood. This door's probably been here 10 years. Reason I don't use half-inch warps. Learn the hard way. So that half-inch warp, and it gets stuck. So when it's falling down this frame right here, you see my frame. All this is that's just 2 pieces of angle iron welded together. But that half-inch plywood will warp. See, it's starting to fall apart, but it still works. And then the bottom of these doors, I got that right there. And that's not to keep pigs from rooting out. That's for more structural integrity. That's it. Everybody's like, it's to keep pigs from rooting under the door. I've never had a pig root under. It's for structural integrity of the thing. Now, these right here, I got some coming. You can cut that out so you can slide it on a T-post. And then I got 3 little jump bars. That's about 3 foot high right there, that lowest one. And that's, once again, for structural integrity. And then I got a little place cut there, a hole so I can put a little swivel on there. That's it. That's the door. So if you take a 4-foot-inch wide or a 4-foot wide door, it got about a little over 1/2 inch on each side to where that door can just fall down that channel in there. That's all it does, and it's wide enough to where it doesn't get locked in place. So that's the reason I do these doors like this. The research showed that pigs will go into a 32-inch wide, a 48-inch wide door just fine. Another thing, and I'll probably get a little bit more in depth, is my panels. I'll use 4-foot high goat panels, and I'll do another video on that. And my location. Number one about location, make sure you can get your truck there. That's pretty much it. It's nothing special. Have some shade. All right. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and follow. Hope this shown some insight on why I have a little 4-foot wide door. All right. Thank y'all. Subscribe and follow. I really appreciate it. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. All right. See you. Bye. In His Name Outdoors.